Hey, 20-ones. In this lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to look at multiplying and dividing these rational expressions that we started working with. Now, the good news is this won't be too difficult. But before we do this, let's go all the way back to elementary school and let's do some multiplying and dividing of fractions without a calculator. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, you did at one point do this without a calculator, I hope. So remember when we're multiplying and dividing fractions, what makes it so easy is we simply multiply numerator of numerator and denominator of denominator, just like that. Easy. Okay, remember division of fractions? Well, division of fractions, what we do is we take the reciprocal of the second term and it turns into multiplying. Oh, hey, isn't that easy? So really division is just multiplying. So if you know how to multiply, you know how to divide. That wasn't so bad. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here in grade 11. Again, the only thing that's going to make it more difficult is we got these polynomials flying around. No biggie. So our steps are almost the same as what we did in the first lesson. Step one is going to be let's factor everything we can. So again, make sure you're giving me equal signs down the page because you're showing me that these things are equivalent. Okay, and so really what this turns into is just 4 different factoring questions, right? I guess I only have to factor 3 times on this one, but I'm going to factor everything as a separate question. So again, the factoring is so essential. Okay, remember, second step is look for NPVs. So where am I looking? I'm going to talk about what makes that equal to 0, what makes that equal to 0, what makes that equal to 0. So off to the side here, I'm going to say x can't be, the first one, -4. X, well, just x would just be 0. And x plus 3, well, that means x can't be -3. Hey, there's my NPVs. Done. Then what I do, so factor NPV, let's divide. Well, I can divide right now because, again, what we're going to do when we multiply these things is really I can just extend that division bar because the numerator ends up with the numerator and the denominator ends up with the denominator. So I divide at this point. Just going to get rid of my little squiggles there. Okay, I divide. What can I divide? X plus 4 and x plus 4. Bang. X plus 3 and x plus 3. Bang. What do I have left? Okay, let's rewrite this thing. So I've got this 10 here, x minus 3 over 6x. Now, the last question I'm going to ask myself is, can I simplify any more? Oh, yeah, look at that 10 and that 6. So I'm going to simplify those coefficients. What's a factor of 10 and 6? Sounds like 2 and 3x. And what I'd like you to do is, even though I boxed it up above, I would like you to write your non-permissible values beside it, just like that. There it is, my friends. Easy peasy. So again, multiplying isn't that much further in terms of difficulty than what we were doing in the first lesson. Now, this one here, look at that. What's again going to make this difficult is how much factoring we have to do. So let's go for this one. So in the first numerator here, I notice, okay, wait, there's a greatest common factor of 3. Ah, that's good news. I made that a lot easier. In the denominator, hey, look at that, I can factor out a 2. All right, I'm happy about that. What about the second term? I see a 4. Let's do it. Last one, let's factor out a 3. Hey, that's good. Okay, though, now we got these 4 simple trinomials to factor. All right, so t plus 2, t minus 1, right? And so here is where the mistakes will happen, right? I'll do it too. I'll make a mistake here, especially as I'm factoring and talking at the same time. So what is really, really important here is you need to check your work, right? Like, you can tell me if you factored right or wrong just by simply multiplying it out. So that is what I'm going to do here. So I'm checking the first term. T times t is t squared minus 1t plus 2t. Boom, factored it correctly. And I'm doing that on every single one. You're not hearing me do it, but you can trust me that I'm actually doing it in my head every single time. I checked it. Okay, please check your work, right? You might as well. It tells you if you got this right or wrong. Now, NPVs. So what can I divide? Well, I see a t minus 1 and a t minus 1. That's good. Oh, before I divide, bad teacher. Before I divide, let's get our NPVs, bad teacher. Okay, t can't equal 2. T can't equal -1. T can't equal -3. T can't equal +1. So I'm going to write that as positive -1. Okay, there we go. So we had four non-permissible values, four values that make the denominator equal to 0. Now I divide. Okay, and again, I'm pretty sure I'm doing this right because look at all the stuff that's dividing. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, like you gotta feel you're doing that question right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simplify. I'm gonna go 3 times 4 is 12. So 12 times t plus 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times t plus 1. And then I'm going to say to myself, okay, look it. Sure, 12 over 6 is 2. So I'll simplify that like that. And then I'm going to rewrite my NPVs down here. And I try to get them in sort of numeric order going from least to greatest. Makes it easy for my teacher. And there it is. Okay, so again, it wasn't awful. It's just a mess of factoring, isn't it? Right? It's just so much factoring. Okay, let's do one more. We got to get a division in here. So I forgot to type up the division. So what if I said this? Let's simplify this guy. T plus 2 over t minus 4 divided by, hmm, let's go 3t plus 6 over t squared minus 16. Okay, so here's a division. Not much is going to change. So step one, we're going to factor. So, okay, what do I have to factor? Well, in the numerator here, I've got t plus 2, and I've got this difference of squares. Okay, now here comes the one kind of thing that sometimes students will miss on a test. We're going to find NPVs. Where we search for NPVs is where we have division by 0, or potential division by 0. So I'm going to look right there. I'm going to say t can't be 4. Look here, t can't be 4. I look here, t can't be -4. Oh yeah, big deal, right? Okay, here comes the really important thing. If this is division, that means this whole second term is actually in the denominator, isn't it? So I also need to look right here. T can't be -2. Again, the reason why I have to look in the numerator here is this whole second term is really in the denominator, isn't it? Okay. The other way you could think of that is, as I'm trying to erase my squiggle lines, is we're also going to multiply by the reciprocal, right? Which definitely means that t plus 2 is going to end up in the denominator. So now, division, we got that little extra step. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal. And if nothing is dividing out, I'm pretty sure I've screwed up, but I think I made an okay question off the top of my head. Okay, so rewrite it as multiplication. Okay, what can I divide? Oh, look at this, t minus 4, t minus 4, t plus 2, t plus 2. Okay, what have I got left? Well, what I've got left then is equals, I have a t plus 4 in the numerator. I've got a 3 there. That's it. Okay, and then again, what were my NPVs? Well, t can't equal positive -4 and -2. There it is, my friends. There's multiplication and division. The next lesson on adding and subtracting will be more difficult. So make sure you've mastered this before you move on to that.